Welcome back, everyone, and happy March. Hope you're all doing well at the beginning of this spring season. I love to hear that, and I know it was a really quick winter, but I still love the idea of spring coming. And as we move from event to event in 2023, March will be a pinnacle point for us. What began with the comet E3 that showered us globally with light codes of hope and love now enters the blue diamond star, or at least that's how I see it. And this blue diamond star is going to create a portal or a fissure opening for the frequencies to come in to raise us to that next octave, that next dimension. So we're taking a huge quantum leap at this time as the planet globally resets. Now, those that are connected into their inner self will recognize and feel the importance of this event. But for the masses, the frequency shift will be felt but not understood. People will know something has occurred, but they're not sure quite what it is, what happened. And for some too, I'm hearing a smaller amount, there will be a spontaneous awakening for them. So have fun with that if it happens to you, because that's not an easy thing to just go, but they're saying that's a small amount of people. This multidimensional shift is occurring in order to expand our bodies, our vessels, to hold more quantum light, and to also embody all the fractals of ourselves while still in a physical body, while still on Earth. Now, this has not happened before, from what my understanding, in our solar system. So we are the first to go through this and experience this. So we're a bit of an experiment, and I'm sure everything's going to go okay. It always has. So, so everybody's just kind of watching. The rest of the solar system is watching us to see how this is going to turn out. So with these incoming photonic downloads, they will activate our heart's electromagnetic field, which means you can almost feel like you're having a heart attack. For some, it will be strong heart palpitations, tension, anxiety, the jitters. It can be very uncomfortable as this presents, and as it integrates and assimilates into our DNA and our heart space. So just do the best you can to be in that present moment and just relax. And obviously, as we've said before, get it checked out if you feel that that's necessary. So the divine would ask that you place your focus on your individual reality versus the external circumstances, because your reality affects mass consciousness. Most of you know that, but we do have this opportunity through our thoughts and feelings to create a peaceful planet. But for those that go into doubt, or, oh, this can't be done, or they're fearful, then that kind of creates a stalemate or brings us back down. So really focus on, higher thoughts. And if you picture your thoughts, they're like a stream of energy. So we merge with everybody else's, and that's into the collective. So we're all creating together. And the more you can focus on thoughts of pure love and harmony as a collective, that's what we all create together. But if you allow the external to affect you and bring you into a lower vibrational state, we also create that too. So they want you to be very mindful of that this from here on in. I was going to say this month, but they're basically saying here on in, just keep that in focus. In January, the divine spoke about being that it was our graduation day. So it is time to let go of everything that's old and worn out, that we can no longer fix something that no longer exists. So you can continue living from old beliefs, or you can discard them for a new and improved version of the current consciousness we're living in. It's like driving an old car that's been beat up, it's at the end, it's ready for the junkyard, you can't even find parts for it anymore. And then all of a sudden somebody offers you, here, a brand new vehicle. You don't have to pay for it. It's brand new, no miles. It's got all the bells and whistles, everything you could ever wanted. And it's like you saying, I'm good. I don't need it. I'll just keep pouring money into my old one. I'm fine with that. And our consciousness, if we pay attention to what we're thinking, can be the same way. We stay with the old because it's familiar, it's comfortable, and we've had it for so long, we're so used to it. So they want you to look at it like that. You've got a brand new car waiting in your garage to be ready to be used. So you need to take it out for a test drive and use it. So this is an optimum time to create something new and beautiful, not only for yourself, but the world. So as we go through this cosmic restructuring, and focus on higher thoughts and neutrality. So if you can't get those higher thoughts from wherever you're at least try for neutrality. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. And don't be distracted by others' realities and allow it to throw you off course, because again, that adds to the pile of consciousness we don't want. So this can also feel like a very explosive time, and it may range from feelings of ecstasy and the most unbelievable levels of love that you never knew existed, that your vessel is so full that you can no longer contain your divine self, that you feel like you're going to blow right out of your body. Or you can explode in anger, frustration, and feel overwhelmed, like you've lost all control over everything. But they're asking you to remember it's always your choice. So should you go down the road of anger and frustration, just tap right in and say, wait a minute, let's stop this before it gets started. Let's switch my mind. Let's switch my thoughts to those higher realms. We are transforming cellularly. I know somebody's laughing at me out there, and I know who it is. My speech impediment. But we are transforming cellularly. So you may find yourself craving junk food, almost as if you're on a feeding frenzy. And for me lately, it's been popcorn and cookies. Yep, just shoveling them down, but not to worry. It's only temporary as our metabolism is being rewired. You'll just want to down all this food and then sleep. And down all this food and sleep. And this is part of the quantum levels of light entering us and shifting us. So over time, we can hold more plasma, and then we actually become translucent. So enjoy. Don't worry about it. Whatever it is, if you crave celery sticks, go for it. I happen to crave junk. So it's all good. Solar flares too, as we're going to get hit with more and more solar flares as chunks come at us. They also play a part with having sleep disturbances. It'll keep you awake. You're just laying there in bed at night, not being able to fall asleep, and then you're going to start to roam around and look for food and TV shows and use your cell phone, which doesn't help either. And this, again, this is just part of what's happening when these solar flares hit, and it can last for days or weeks. It just depends on what you're receiving and what's happening with your body. Again, just allow it to pass as we adjust and reset. So as photonic light enters the planet, energy levels are increased. As they increase, new gifts become available to us, as well as our current gifts are becoming more enhanced. And as we upgrade, so do our perceptions of life. So when you look at things from a higher viewpoint, you'll actually see your story in a different light and see things that you might not have seen before, which is a good thing. It's not so traumatic as you thought it might have been at the time when you look at it from the higher view. And all of this is just stepping stones for living a higher vibrational light. If you choose to participate, you have a treasure trove of gifts that opens up for you within your DNA. And this photonic liquid light gets activated, and it opens capsules of information that you can access. So the more tuned in you are, the more information you receive. You don't even need Google will be past tense. You don't even need to Google anything because the information will be there. And in such a way that is so descriptive and whole, you will understand what you were missing, that words and how we explain it in the old life just do not do it justice of what we receive and what we feel from this new quantum light, for those that are tuned in. From mid-March forward, the veils through this portal opening will drop, fully opening on the spring equinox, which is on March 20th. Our realms will be merging at that point. And most of us, or a good portion of us, have already experienced this within different lives and in different planets. But some souls will experience a fusion of all of their fractal lives, okay? And this euphoric spiritual awakening is what we call embodied realization, where you were whole. You didn't need to leave the planet to pass and leave the planet in order to achieve this. Many of the masters, which I shouldn't say many because there's probably about 20,000 for our history of the earth that actually became enlightened beings, fully realized beings on this earth. So you can see it's a very, very small percentage. So again, it just depends on where you are in your spiritual development. Other souls will experience what is called the dark night of the soul, and a tower moment, where life changes completely. Now, you might have heard people talk about this before. It cannot be just, they think it's one tower moment. It can be many tower moments that we go through over a lifetime. And so certain souls will experience this too, where it will change their life forever. You will never be the same again, the way you look at things or the way life feels. And collectively, we have all felt something brewing in the horizon. Everybody knew something was going on, and that it's something massive is about to occur. And we've all felt this happening intuitively. Even if you're not tuned into the other side intuitively, most people are feeling there's something that's coming, there's something that's happening, and this is what it's going to occur in March. This shift is also seen as a white cross, okay? Reconnecting us to heaven and earth dimensionally. And when you're connected, your body actually forms a white cross when you're connected to other realms. And connected into your body, this also forms a white cross. And that's how you are seen, which connects us to all that is. More than any other era in Earth's history, we are now regaining what was lost during the Atlantean times. We have even surpassed that which we embodied at that time, which is kudos to us. So at this juncture, there's really nothing to do but to remain within the present moment, meditate, nurture your body, do what you enjoy, get out into nature, sing, dance, whatever makes you happy. Be creative, because all will unfold the way it is meant to, and there's nothing that we need to do. And on that note, I have been guided to hold a live event, which I haven't done since the pandemic. I will be holding it at the Bayard Arboretum, which is a magnificent estate, not to mention that they have a great cafe and the pie is excellent. It's especially good with a cup of coffee. So, as always, the Divine and I will speak on various subjects. This will be multi-dimensional. So you'll get guidance and information, healing, transmissions, attunements, alignments. It's going to be very multidimensional, so you will receive on all points. So I hope you can come join us, because it will be quite potent and powerful. I will post the event details will be posted on my website, which I have below. Please join us during this profound and pivotal time as we ascend, heal, and upgrade with the new crystalline structures. So, with that, March's light language transmission is for preparing our heart space, preparing our DNA and heart space for these quantum codes. Narushi kita ormi a ne akusa taranya. Ariana tu iria sanea no tu seminiata kiana tu itata nana ukoparaneti ayoro huininya anixia harutama a kita osui pista nene aure mi ane ako ititi anya nesu tatayani ani ako yepia shute shate ane aniaka te ye bia te priatu postu ukuru for ha hindia khante miane no ku sa te ane ora ma aka ne aku urutan cha aka ama ate I ha orene auro I mia aka sa ate ne aku surianya piamo breha kata inese akore mia shiti inonena te akorana ba oku orana te horena tu ishte meata tu pias tu orenia yeni nusu te mi arata te pia korata anya ne aku arama aku usa ada yani ania yoku ne ushta a ba kata na ara ai aro o iane aka ai ia ra I itianta aramea kia naso yakarenda krote mi po ore tipista ta arenia poku a te a. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And blessings be with you this March as we go through this pivotal month. Blessings to all. Take care.